Greetings and welcome to the adventures of the Big Blue Motorbike Dog and friends. If you are returning, welcome back. Please like and subscribe, it really does help our channel and provides feedback on the likability of this video. Today is no one's favorite subject for motorbikes, crashes. Riders do everything we can to make sure that we do not crash. We take safety courses, we practice maneuvers, swerves, and stops, we wear high visibility clothing, and never ride under the influence. Statistically, however, riding a motorbike has much higher probability in being involved in a crash than driving an automobile. Worse, is that the probability for fatality is much higher. @GAT message coming. All the gear, all the time. This is the last line of defense for when all the precautions and wreck avoidance measures fail to prevent the crash. There are two types of crashes, multi-vehicle and single vehicle. Once upon a time a rider would be most concerned about the multi-vehicle crash, and for the most part the impression was that automobile and truck drivers were to blame for the majority of rider crashes. Times change, however, and current data reveals that there's an almost equal split in these types of crashes. Meaning half the time, there isn't anything or anyone else involved in the crash except the motorbike. What's even more insightful is that of the multi-vehicle crashes, nearly half were assigned as being caused by a car or truck motorist, and many of these collisions involved other motorcycles or were automobile-motorcycle crashes caused by the motorcycle. The highest probability for a rider to crash belongs to the 50-plus crowd who has returned to riding after a hiatus. Hypothesis assumed to be accurate proposes that riders are returning, without updating their training, and experiencing far more advanced and powerful motorcycles than they had experience riding. Is this really what is happening? That riders are returning and fail to have the experience or training to navigate modern motorcycles on current, poorly maintained, roads? Is it unrealistic and undeserved confidence in successfully piloting a motorbike after a long hiatus? Whatever the case, there is a clear line that older riders, who return to motorcycling after a hiatus, are dying in record numbers on the American roadways on motorcycles. So what can be done? First, take a beginner rider course. That's right, you heard me. Beginner. I get it, you had a motorcycle when you were 16 that you rode on weekends to and from a friend's house or the pub until you were 25. That's 9 years of riding experience, right? Not really, most riders only ride between May and October, which is 6 months out of the year, and then only on the weekend. So it's literally between 26 and 52 days of riding a year. How many miles does the average rider put on the road? About 3,000 per year in the United States. Average mileage on a car 14,000, more or less depending on how rural you live and what part of the world you live in. So to get 1 year of car driving experience would take over 4 years of motorcycle riding. Suddenly that 9 years of experience has turned into 2 years of experience, and I'm hoping that the beginner MSF, the Motorcycle Safety Foundation, class looks a lot more in line now. After the beginner MSF course is completed, there has to be more that can be done to be safe on the roads, right? Yes, there's plenty that can be done. The next part here has a previous video published on our channel about, and that is the myth that loud pipes save lives. Scientifically it has been proven to be a myth, and nothing more. So what has been scientifically proven to help keep motorcyclists alive? Being seen. Human beings drive extremely well sound insulated vehicles and rely mostly on their eyes in order to navigate the roadways. Doing something that stands out is the best way to be seen. It's the reason that all modern motorcycles have their headlamp on constantly. The easiest way to lose visibility is to blend in with the road. Colors to avoid are the same colors as the roadways. That's camouflage, not visibility. For us, we wear high visibility clothing and the helmet covers definitely stand out. Two of the primary things every rider can do to prevent a crash are: 1. Never ride under the influence. Impaired riders make up an overrepresented group in motorcycle fatalities. 2. Follow posted speed limits, and always ride at speeds which allow you to stop in the distance you can see. All those single vehicle wrecks presented earlier, the majority of those involved one or both of these factors, riding impaired and speeding. One of our purposes at Adventures of the Big Blue Motorbike Dog and Friends is safety. Please do ride safely, keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down.